Okay, hey, we're back, everybody.
Hello.
We're actually doing part 2 today of the biggest lies of omission for our lovely main characters on Gilmore Girls.
Yes, we got 6 more to do.
Yeah, I hope you all heard part 1, which we were counting down from 12 to 7.
Yep.
Now we're going to go from 6 to 1.
And we have to thank you guys for weighing in over on Patreon.
We definitely relied on you all for some voting when things got tricky. We're like, which one do we do?
Yeah.
We need some votes. And you all pulled through.
You did. We were really stuck, in fact, on this next one, number 6.
We were.
Who happens to be Lorelai.
Yeah.
It's funny because we were talking about her a lot in the last episode, but she has several lies of omission that we didn't even put up to poll. We just put 2 of what we thought were like top. Mm-hmm. And what's really funny is they came out 50-50 on Patreon.
Yeah. Well, we had a third, but nobody voted for it.
That's true. Not a single.
The third was going to therapy by herself after having gone with Emily in A Year in the Life.
Yeah.
But, we know A Year in the Life is not the most popular thing in the fandom. So it's okay. We got y'all. And probably the other 2 just seemed more dire.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to tell everyone what those 2 choices were?
Sure. So Lorelai not telling Emily and Richard that she was engaged to Max. Mm-hmm. She eventually does, but she leaves that out for a while. Yeah. And the second one is not telling Luke about the tequila night with Christopher. And this is after Christopher's father dies.
Yeah.
50-50.
Yeah. So we were stuck. And then one comment in particular kind of swayed us.
Yeah. And then Lauren chimed in and said Lorelai had a history of honesty not going right with her parents. It's not okay that she didn't tell them about Max, but it is understandable at least. Emily could have still found a way to create conflict about it. Not telling the love of her life that she had gone to be with Rory's dad while he was grieving could potentially have gone fine for Luke and Lorelai. Maybe he would have been upset at first, but they could work through that. The betrayal of her lying and Luke finding out the way he did is what drove the knife in for them.
Yeah.
So when I read that, I started texting you, Catherine, and I was like, oh, that just swayed me.
It did. I was like, that makes such good sense because Lorelai already had this very fraught relationship with Emily and Richard and had kept a lot of things from them.
Yes.
And then they find out, even little things like Suki's pregnant.
Yeah.
She didn't tell them and things come out and they deal with it.
Yep.
And certainly an engagement is more significant, but I really appreciated the reasoning here of why the tequila night was maybe more impactful.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it. Take it away, Jack.
Of course, we got to do a lead up because what's interesting leading up to this night is Rory is very concerned about Chris's level of involvement in Lorelai's life.
Yeah.
And importantly, she's also worried about Lorelai allowing him into her life now that she's with Luke.
Do you feel like that was a little infantilizing or well-deserved?
I thought it was well-deserved. I mean, from Rory's perspective.
Yeah.
You know, and she's a younger person looking at her parents and their patterns, which she's been observing for a long time. And we know she really cares about Lorelai and Luke. And also, Sherry has just left Christopher. Yeah. And it's like, Rory just knows. Yeah, she knows what he's going to do. Mm-hmm. And
actually, I'm just going to say, I think I like that she didn't go to Lorelai here and went to Christopher instead because Chris never has to deal with intra-family problems.
Yes!
He's always let off the hook and letting them figure it out. So here she's like, hey, bro, we're going to talk about this. Here's what you're not going to do.
I love it too, especially for someone as conflict avoidant as Rory.
Totally.
To get in there with her father and express her feelings. Does he abide by her wishes? No.
No.
But anyway.
No.
It was interesting.